This little beauty is the Canon EOS R, and I think you should take a look at it closer. Yes, you. But let's be honest, it's just an excuse for me to have more playtime with this little beauty.
This is barely 660 grams. Yeah, the kit lens that comes with it is a bit of a beast, but let's just talk about the camera on its own. Check out that nice deep grip. Not a fat lot on the back, but very nice. It's a real quality piece. In fact, you've got gripping around the usual edge, all around there, right around to the ports on this side. On the back, you've got, as you'd expect, more there. It's a quality piece of gear. You would expect it for the price, and Canon haven't disappointed. They've kept it down to a high quality magnesium, I believe, alloy, weather sealed. You've got nice flush dials and buttons, the on off right there. You've got a nice display here which you can also effectively light up. That will display a lot of information that you need right there. This is an interesting little mode dial system. That record button I actually found to be pretty handy. Even when you're shooting vlog style, it's there. It's a good placement. I'm happy with it, and it's not so easy to knock by accident. These buttons on the side work fine. That's decent placement. There is definitely a feeling of a missing joystick, but with the touch and drag system, Canon are saying that's the way forward. Of course, you've got a nice flippy out, vari tilt, whatever you want to call it. Flipping over to this side, let's not say any more about that. On this side, we do have a mic and headphone port, so that's very handy for video shooters. No need for an extra grip or anything. Remote in there, and you've got your HDMI and USB-C right there. And on the bottom, my 80D batteries, the Mark IV batteries, we're all good there. We get that lens on. It's a great little fit right there. It would be rude of me not to mention this EOS R mount adapter. Frankly, this thing is beautiful and just transforms your EF and your EFS with a crop. All those lenses, just brings them into perfect play with the EOS body. Absolute bonus. As you can imagine, this carries on the Canon pedigree of decent, nice, clean video, even for a random vlogger style user such as myself. But those of you pros out there, well, reports are very favorable. Even for a camera that doesn't have all the bells and whistles that some of you want. Of course, we've got to talk about the build quality, and this thing is very nice. You know, it's a lighter, full frame body. This grip is actually very decent. I do like it. The buttons are well placed. I'm a fan of dials, so kind of missing them a bit. They're pretty flush on this though. I'm not knocking that on-off button at any time soon. I think they call it MFN function button, the one on the back with the arrows, a bit awkward. I've disabled it for now, but if you like to rock between your eyes, so you've got an option there. I've just got it set so that I can flick through the images in playback. Everything else is pretty much where I want it. You might want a bit more on the thumb grip back there, so if you've got a bigger hand, definitely get your hands on it. You can tell I'm enjoying this, and the battery has actually been doing decent too. Well, hopefully mention that a little bit later on, but so far so good. I think I've been using it randomly, videos, stills all day, and I'm still on about 40% battery left from a charged up LP E6, so you're using the same batteries you're using in a bunch of your Canon stuff, so that's very cool. I'm enjoying this setup so much. I forgot to do stills. I better do some stills then. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. No IBIS and single card slot. Not ideal for a working pro these days, but we dealt with that before. The card slot is probably the one for me. If I was working at a wedding, like at a venue like this, which I've shown you before, this is Aston Hall in Birmingham, I think I do appreciate the dual card slots these days, frankly. I haven't had to go there yet, but you never know. Like I said, I survived 10-15 years without them, so yeah. Now the IBIS, that's a different thing. For me, that's a play thing at the moment. If I wanted to stretch into video work, which to be honest I'm considering, I'm building up to that kind of thing, then yeah, the IBIS would be a big deal, and I do wish it was in this body, frankly. There's a few little foibles that you get used to, and if you've got a bigger hand, definitely get your hands on it first. I do like how everything's flush. It feels quality. The weather sealing is more than adequate for me, and the mount, the new mount, very, very nice. In fact, it's an advantage over other mirrorless full frame systems, and it looks like third-party companies really will get involved with this system. We tested it out with the 24-105 thanks to Wex in Birmingham. Absolutely fantastic. You've got most of the mod cons that you would expect from a modern day full frame mirrorless big box, big name, but of course after you've looked at the Wi-Fi, NFC, Bluetooth, all that stuff that's good for transferring your images across, in fact that is dead easy, nice and simple. Camera Connect is still fine for transferring. I found it was quite slow in this instance. I'm not sure if that was just my aging iPhone 6 giving me some grief, but we got there and I was able to put a little cut together, throw it up on Instagram. Those little bits and pieces work fine. Yeah, no IBIS, would have liked that, bit disappointing, and I believe Canon are looking into ways of getting that into the system. Most importantly, the image quality is superb, and that's what you should really be thinking about when it comes to your full frame mirrorless, unless you're an absolute speed freak. The image quality from this sensor, which you can crop down if you like, it's beautiful. Very happy. I could easily shoot this on any assignment that I look after and any fun little projects that I might want to step up to. There are even wildlife photographers that have used this successfully, even though it's not particularly wildlife sports orientated bit of kit. If you're an old school photographer especially, that won't be an issue to you at all. Go check out Matthias Berling's channel. He's using it professionally. You need to check out what he's saying about this camera. But before you go off to Matthias's channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a little comment, and I'll see you there.